Okay, and we're back with some more Honkai Star Rail 3.4. Continuing on from yesterday, where we got in-game confirmation about the 33 million cycles, 33.57 million cycles of whatever. Can I? There, thank you. Yeah. And then phainon and cyrene hatched some plan, except that happened in some cycle or something that I'm not sure about. I don't understand when all this stuff happened. It seemed that the cycle where the Trailblazer came in was 33,550,000 and 336th cycle, right? But then we also had that sort of after that, after phainon was about to return to Core Flame, and then Lygus paused it and then put us in another play or something where we woke up with phainon back in ID's Elysiae. There was that whole cycle question mark where when they were about to initiate Aeronova, phainon and cyrene came up with their own plan, and I was like, only phainon and cyrene like knew I was there or something. I don't know, I'm confused, but let's continue on. Yes. Okay, yeah, and we left off meeting Hysolins. The first alternal recurrence. So this is the #1 cycle, I guess. It kind of seems like from the cutscene prior is that like that whole thing where cyrene and phainon hatched their plan was like that was in cycle 0, but it's weird because like I don't think that's entirely correct, because Lygus said that this generation of Crisis heirs is like the best model, so that implies there have been a lot before, right? Like, and it wouldn't make sense, like the whatever Emperor's Scepter that was thrown aside by Nus was doing all of this to figure out something to kill Nus, right? But it's not gonna be able to do that in one cycle. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just so confused. But you know, Hysolin asked us to prove our worth or something. Trick snacks, yes. Aha! I have the power. Meh. Meh meh meh. Meh. That is a 9-frame startup. Just kidding, I don't know. Meh meh meh. Meh. When are we gonna get more like tusk here? Oh, nice moves. What if I actually engaged in battle? Do I wanna? On range. Great! Just wash it. Oh my goodness. I have no idea how phainon works. That seems like a standard boss attack. I have no idea how this works. Hey, what is all this? What? What? What does this do? Oh, no. Well, the animations are quite cool, but I'm so confused. Whatever. Follow Hysolins to greet Imperator Sarija. Rip Acheron. All the trick snacks. But not for me, because I'm not pulling for phainon. The water's end here. The one you seek is beyond this point. At last, I can meet with Her Majesty Sarija herself. Are there any formalities I need to observe? Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals, especially when the heads of those taller than her bend beneath her crown. She really is down to earth. The second thing, note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise. Sounds like an old friend of mine. Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp and you'll be just fine. I just noticed she has a sort of scale here. It's Tribby! Imperator Sarija. Oh, it's Kalai too. Duck's Goldweaver, a little hostage. Little hostage? Apologies for keeping you waiting. It's you. Do I know you? No, Aggie's like, do I know you? You know them? Good, that makes things easier. Before that, I'm more curious about one thing. Where is Her Majesty Sarija? To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless Swordmaster, although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were entitled to meet her. The Imperator decreed the Deliverer will not appear in this age. Be wary of suspicious individuals. Heh? They already know about a Deliverer? Oh, that's true. Because phainon appears with Maide way later. This is like soon after the start of the flame chase, right? Come now, both of you. Let's finish our job. Ah, I see. It's a trap. I had no intentions. I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, Lady Hyslins. If my sword shows any hesitation, don't thank me. Thank them instead. No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysa's heirs hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions. Then Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your fate. As you wish. White-haired Swordmaster, if what you say is true, then you must know the fate of the world. So, how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy? Speak of Tribby's prophecy. You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands. She's surprised! Is that correct, Lady Tribby? How? How is this possible? I'm from the future! You got it right? Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned that he'd appear here. At least, not in this era. You must listen to me, Aglaia, Tribby. The phainon of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you. But do not seek him out, because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie. I will tell you the truth, and you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era Nova. Because I know both of you, and I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so the layers of rock began to reverse, and history wove itself anew. Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Sarija, and after a long and arduous negotiation, we came to an agreement. The Imperator's alliance needed the destruction, and I was ready to pour all my strength into it. The spoils of the Flame Chase, the core flames, would be sealed by my hand. But the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, in our conquest of the Earth, I had to prove that my power could transcend fate. Terravox? In the original history, it was a brutal war. At the end, the Titankin of Joros, Terravox, aha, there's the confirmation. I think in the wiki it was like speculated, or it was mentioned in some of the side stories, or maybe Golden Wars, I'm not sure. Killed the rampaging Titan, and took the core flame that supported the Earth. But this time, Emphorius encountered a turning point in its fate. Neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the Titan's head and raised the core flame high, the crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, roaring with joy, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life for the first time. Yes, in that flickering light, the once dark path ahead seemed to become clearer. Coming viewers, thank you for joining the stream. Just getting along with Honkai Star Rail 3 and 4. Thank you, Zarzang 0006 for the Twitch follow. Alright. I proved myself, and in the long years that followed, I brought down the other titans, one by one. I can do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerges from the lines of history. Until finally, the brutal future revealed by Era Nova is reversed. But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are we doomed to the same outcome? The first eternal recurrence, end. Oh. Kazlana, this one's final, this one's Kazlana or something? I don't know. I'm so confused. Is Flame Reaver like a Kazlana or something? I don't know. The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world, after Tribius, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know, when they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies, why didn't you shed even a single tear? Is this because, like, he has seen this? Well, it said this is the first eternal recurrence, or the first #1 cycle, but, like, I don't know. I was gonna say because he has seen this 33 million times, so he's become jaded. Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes? Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent. I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me. Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So... Draw your sword, Executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive. Aha! So Kazlana does become Flame Reaver, huh? But then how does he become to look like that? After that, he raised his sword and attacked. Then Kazlana killed himself. That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past? Who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future? I can't remember anymore. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone ball. Frick! What's it? Sisyphus? Climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes resting on a gentler slope, leaning against the stone for a break. But his choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope, and the nymph would always return to the starting point, beginning again. After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of current fall hour, then fall to the starting point in the first 15 seconds of the next entry hour. And my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time. Okay, so Flame Reaver is this version of phainon that made the plan with Cyrene and contains knowledge between the cycles, but like, how does he retain the knowledge between the cycles, I guess? And I'm still confused, which cycle did they make the plan? Was it the 0th cycle? Was it the 0th cycle? Because, like I also mentioned earlier, at that point, Lygus had said you are the, like, this generation is the best one so far. That implies there have been several before, which doesn't make sense for a 0th cycle. And it also says this one's eternal recurrence number 1. Subject Kozlana persuaded 12 crisis heirs to recover all 12 core flames in a peaceful way. After verification, the unauthorized access did not have a substantive impact on the experimental process. Life cycles of the 12 crisis heirs were terminated strictly in the predetermined experimental sequence and successfully loaded into the buffer. Subject Kozlana regressed the extrapolation process, and abnormal fluctuations were detected in his mind function. Okay, I feel like this is telling me how he's able to keep the information, but I don't understand it. Admin notes: the first devastating failure. Okay, I guess I will read this. Eternal recurrence number 2. Subject Kozlana adopted a strategy similar to eternal recurrence number 1. No substantive impact on experimental progress was observed. Life cycles of 12 crisis heirs terminated normally in sequence. Subject Kozlana regressed the extrapolation progress. Number 3, minor adjustments detected in subject Kozlana strategy. Whoa, wait, who's writing these admin notes? Is it Lygus still? Lygus, phainon, Kozlana and Cyrene said, frick off, Lygus, we're gonna figure out a way to do this after supposedly killing Lygus, but no, there's no way that was the end of Lygus. So who's writing these notes? It could be Lygus observing he's still observing their attempts to change the outcome. Decision waiting for avoid sacrifice of past companions has been increased. After verification, this adjustment did not have a substantive impact. Yep, normal in sequence. Attempted to decompile the Black Tide for the first time, aiming to elevate access privileges and execute unauthorized access authorization operations against specific targets, specific subjects represented by the 12 crisis heirs. Okay. 42. 11th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Decision waiting for avoid sacrifices of past companions showed a minor decline. Number 133. Analysis of observations from number 83 to 133 indicates that subject Kozlana's strategy is gradually converging with that of 42. Over-synchronicity risk detected. Potential cognitive function degradation suspected. Admin notes: this will undoubtedly reinforce the Iron Tomb's destruction vector. Within expectations, no intervention required. Continue observation. Okay. Okay, so maybe what if Lygus was actually playing 5D chess with that? Like, sure, he gets, quote, killed, but the whole thing is still under his control, and he's just watching Kozlana get angrier and more dejected. Until, and Lygus hopes that eventually he'll become so angry or something, and he'll, like, you know, whatever, fuel the destruction some more, or something like that. I don't know. 134. Oh. 202 occurrences until the end of the world. Okay. Absolute nonsense. Is this phainon talk to Anaxa? I thought cycles was the answer you were looking for. No, it's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in tracing it back to its roots. Yun's paths? What a load of nonsense. I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either. Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this. The Black Tide came from beyond the sky, and everything else is no exception. Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change, the Anaxa I know always remains as harsh as ever. If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles to crush them in their cradles. Too bad. Now only you have the ability to do that. What's that supposed to mean? You're willing to help? Of course. The core flames are meant to save the world, and in my opinion, the noble titans have no reason to refuse. Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my pupil. I've already heard the same thing countless times. Enough chit-chat, let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me. We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help. What's the range on this thing anyway? So yeah, that's actually why they made the technique points highlighted now, because phainon takes 2, so it'll tell you how many it's gonna use. You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you? If you're talking about in past cycles. You're already much luckier than the other students. Is this also, yeah, special story, eternal recurrence, or something like that. A special story map area, something. Is that core flame? Yeah, it is. Hold up. Keep your wits about you. Someone's watching us. What you do in Cypher? Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you, isn't it? White hair? You sure do love stealing the spotlight. In the name of the 7 sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. This is the sacred ground of reason, and no one may desecrate it. Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice, cat girl. You want to call me the demigod of trickery? That's just heartbreaking. I have some words for you too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me. Second, this is none of your business, grove boy. Step aside. I don't want anyone getting hurt. Here we go. Again. He's seen it all. He has seen it all. Poor flame thieves, you really think you can scare off a sage of the grove with nothing but empty threats? This gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue. Not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. There's a return favorite. I'll feast on Cersei's core flame right here. Don't cry now. Yeah, that was close. I'm out of here. Too bad. Too bad I got Ornyx's power. Yep. 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 Is it Nyxa gonna say anything? They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning and yet so naive. Sounds like you have a plan? Of course, when I first set out on the Flame Chase journey, Lady Tribune never managed to teach me Ornyx's miracle. But along the way, I learned a thing or two. I got him GG's. Wait, this is bad. Wait, where are you going? I want to see where... I don't know? I want to see where the dialogue goes. Oh. Where are you going? I got him GG's. You're bad. Bad and easy. The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy. How's this possible? You arrived, Zagreus. Always so punctual. Oh, and he knows. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course he knows. It's actually Zagreus. Well, what? Do you know who I am? I'm running out of patience, so I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, Spirit Thief. Hand over the core flame and let's pretend we never clashed. This way, you and the world can still be saved. Save? You sing better than any bard. If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster and force has ever known. No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me laugh. You'll just get consumed by the divine flames and drag this world down with you. 134. What? This is the 134th cycle I've lived through, and the number of core flames I carry is 1,596. He carries all of them from the previous cycles? Wait, what? Oh, I mean, yeah, that, sure, but, I didn't realize he'd be carrying this, like, core flames with, wait, yeah, he's not returning the core flames to the Vortex of Genesis, he's carrying them with him. Somehow. But, like, how, though? Yes. Oh, that was an Axis saying that. 1,000 core flames in just a single crisis error. How is that even possible? I've come this far, and that's proof enough. I mean, can I prove that I got that many core flames? But someday, you will burn to the ground. Of course, the divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. Now when I cut open your stomach, you won't feel a thing. You... This is the final warning. Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities, and no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. Even so, I'll use my divine power despised by the people of the world to achieve that 1 in 100 million possibility. Is he saying, is this kind of the tricking the whole world with Cypher? Arthlos. Brat, if you got the guts, you have to first step over my dead body. Cat eared thief, run! Go find a Glaya. This little brat is not a threat we can deal with just by ourselves. Actually, I want to see, does it give me the multipliers? No, it does not. Whatever. How absurd. In my memories, Zagreus always meets the same end, over and over again. Their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart. This reason core flame before us is a fake, obvious as day. I know. You're gonna use using the divine trickery to fake a core flame. I know. It always plays out like this. The spirit thief covers for her, and the trickery demigod escapes with 2 core flames. 2? I was playing the Cornell Radiance theme, the trailer theme again. Is it? Different with extra strings? I'm gonna turn the music back up a bit. Why'd you come back? And then, driven by defiance or hatred, she decides to stand before me once more. Exactly like the countless past hers I've known, cunning, yet so naive. Since you've witnessed this same scene play out countless times, tell me, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now? That depends on your attitude, at least so far, and the cycles where you've asked this question, the endings haven't been so cruel. Well, thank you for that, but I also believe that this time you won't catch up to me. Is he gonna say, you said that many times too? He said, where the cycles you've asked this question. So that means she hasn't always asked this question. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore. Whether you believe me or not, I'll still tell you this. You've made the wrong decision. Alright then, we'll see. Silence. This is new. One-eyed boy, what are you trying to pull now? Go, Cypher, give us some time in private. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility. Maybe the road you're walking is not one of salvation, but one that will simply drag the world into the flames. For old time's sake, turn back. I don't care how many times you've tried, because there's one thing I'm sure of. Your Messiah complex has turned into something no different from the icy gods you speak of. The children of humanity you swore to save. Are they no more than ants? They're no more than ants to you now, aren't they? This is actually reminding me of Edge of Tomorrow. You see in the beginning, after Tom Cruise gets his rewind ability, like he does his best to save his squad mates and stuff, but eventually he just becomes jaded, like that guy with the big guy with the teddy bear strapped in front of him. He made previous attempts to save him from the crashing Osprey or whatever it is, but in the later cycles, he just watches him get crushed because he's so jaded, and he is the guy with the teddy bear is ultimately not important. He is deemed not important. Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye? Whoa, wait! Kazlana did that in this cycle? And previous cycles? To get the core flame? Just destroying everything to get the core flame? No, I have the answer. It turns out that fiery demon has been fantasizing about becoming this world's deliverer. I don't want to argue anymore. No matter what I say, the outcome won't change. Make your biggest effort to resist or accept fate and hand over the core flame to me. Even if it's futile, we all have the right to choose. Yes, even if it is futile, and the world is just a divine joke. When I walk into the destruction written by the gods with my own two legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in the story. And so, at the end of the 134th cycle, the traveler and the scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. I can't quite remember all this. In the endless darkness, for no reason, a voice always lingered by my ear. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. Reduced to ashes, such a familiar end. It happens in every journey, always the same. Eternal Recurrence number 134. Subject Kazlana's 103rd attempt to breach the Scepter's core lair has failed. Decision, wait for, avoid sacrifices of past companions. Approaching 0.00018. Oversynchronicity risk detected. What does oversynchronicity risk mean? I'm assuming this bit right here is saying he used to avoid, he used to try to prevent sacrificing them, but now he's just doing it. He's so dejected. Life cycles of 12 crisis areas terminated in sequence. Subject Kazlana regressed the extrapolation progress. Eternal Recurrence 5,297. Subject Kazlana's 5,266th attempt to breach the Scepter's core lair has failed. Life cycles of the 12 crisis areas terminated in sequence with a trend of acceleration noted. Subject Kazlana regressed the extrapolation process. Yeah, so I'm thinking at this point, everything is still within Lygas's expectations, right? No, subject strategy now nearly identical to Eternal Recurrence number 42. Mind function degradation detected with possible irreversible damage. Oh. Administrator directive received. No more prompts about the risk of mind function damage. Okay. We're 12,398. Attempts to breach the Scepter's core layer. 23,779, breach the core layer. 46,645, try to breach the core layer. 71,243, try and breach the core layer. 80,023, try to breach the core layer. 95,575, try to breach the core layer. 108,641, try to breach the core layer. Frick, what was the last one? Was it 108,642? is this he's slowly becoming more and more Flame Reaver look-alike. You don't look so good, Deliverer. Even after going 108,642 cycles. My day, your name for me has never changed. Why do you sound so pleased? It's a derogatory name. Yeah, you know, that would actually explain why the Flame Reaver knew to stab My Day in the back. Because I'm really thinking because Lana does become Flame Reaver, just through the 33.5 million cycles, he just, his sanity just degrades. And he's just left with one singular mission. That it's just like ingrained in him, despite everything that's happened to him. That's the one thing. That's why he was like, he could barely speak, and why he looked like just a sort of kind of burned up sort of version of phainon. Yeah, I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle. After that one and only time we walked side by side, every time since, it always ends up like this. Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot and the only way to kill you. Interesting. Tell me, when the Mightimosas of the past faced you, did they ever retreat? Never. And he's gonna say, well, neither will I then. Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of strife. But there's still tenderness in your eyes. How pathetic. I have to remember how this feels. Remember that I was once human, or else the destruction will completely consume me. If you win, tell the Mightimos of the next life, this person is a worthy opponent, so always remember to give it your all and never slack off. I'll keep that in mind, as always. Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnon Legion, will host a final feast in the center of this arena, and the prize will be the flames of strife. One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw when I overcame the trial, the gods defying the ramblings. Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times, so you must understand. Facing the demigod of strife means there's no way you'll take this core flame in peace. I understand. Step forward and face me in a final battle. I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. Any arrow key causes him to step forward. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance. Oh, sounding more and more like something. Oh. Remembering past cycles. Hey, he's walking towards me. Can I just stand here? What if I just stand here? Oh, never mind. Oh, wait. Is this where that cutscene from the Nameless Faces would be like, O Martyrs behold, the last Kremnos festival has begun? Wait, never mind. I'm friggin' dumb. That cutscene had him striking down the Flame Reaper, not Mikador. We're not until death. Conquer this world or be conquered by me. For the sake of fairness, let us go to a vaster battleground. In my full glory, I salute you. That's all I ever wanted. Oh, you can only use one meteor, I guess. can deliver. Use the flames of your fear to scorch your own flesh. What's this? As long as extra turn. Okay. Oh, so that's the end of his ult, I guess. Oh, that's the. Wait, what? Sweltering Sun. What? There's some. I'm confused. What? Mighty Mouse. Let's strive to decide the outcome. Let us burn your curse of immortality. Well fought. You may crown yourself in my blood. Hello incoming viewers, thank you for joining the stream. Now we got a lot more people today. Thank you for joining. Just getting along with Honkai Star Rail's 3.4 story. After starting from yesterday. In the next life I shall once again block your path. Deliver, I wish you, eternal victory. The 1008th cycle, 642nd core flame of strife fell into the fire. Yet the shadow of the black tide still loomed, and pain and despair spread across distant lands. The blaze was still not enough, it had to be fed. Even if it meant burning this body to ash. Okay, that I don't know why I didn't realize it before after I made the previous comments about how he became the Flame Reaver. Because he ends up... his body ends up degrading into whatever the Flame Reaver looks like because of all the core flames, right? (2,003,432nd eternal recurrence). Casterus! No matter how bright the sun is, there are still places it cannot reach. Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to another realm of the next life. Golden blood is born from the destruction. We have long since lost the right to seek warmth. Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future. Allow me to ask, how many core flames do you carry now? 24,041,183. Yeah, the way he's talking is also becoming slower. Such a heavy burden. So that's why you turned into this a broken idol, tragic firewood. No matter, I will bear this burden. It's not showing his face, as long as you hand over the core flame of death. I must refuse. As the demigod of death, I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death. But this way, the past, present, and future will never again suffer unnecessary death. Unnecessary death. Indeed, you are not the phainon I know. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass. This way, at least my realm can still become the fragrant bed where you fall asleep. In the end, still, it seems the clash of blades was inevitable. How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times, but even so, please understand that my resolve is not to be underestimated. Even Kefli cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. No one can shoulder the balance of life and death alone, not even a god. And it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, to overcome the trial and take the authority of death. I am the Hand of Shadow, Casterus, the demigod of death. Listen closely, deliverer from days past. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their muddy deaths. It makes sense, turn to the Pollux. What was the one? I pity you. At this crossroads of life and death, the giant dragon is but a shattered shell. Yeah, I will still fight, defending what hope remains. I ask you to rest here. Allow me to refuse. I must transform my soul into a raging fire. Must burn that idol of destruction to the ground. All of this. How's it any different from that brutal future? I can't keep it here? The sweltering sun doesn't fall until it burns out. Even if I can't win, I must try. And let this be a tribute to a million struggles, fought time and time again. Lost one. I see that the fire of light in the darkness is not. The core flame of death is taken from the dragon's belly. What a brilliant flame. It should shine upon all, light the path ahead, and illuminate the dawn of Amphorius that's to come. 2,003,432 cycles. 24,041,184 core flames. As if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos could be burned away. The 4,000,000th and first eternal recurrence, time of departure. Ah, this guy again. You're here, as always. You're still lingering deep within me, never fading away. Is this his humanity? Because you haven't completely abandoned hope, am I right? We're still waiting for a miracle, for the true hero to come and save us. If that thread of hope exists, it must come from beyond this world, from the true starry sky. But if it's just a traveler with no connection to Amphorius, they may not understand our struggles and be willing to join this fight. Your thoughts are wavering. The mark of destruction is deepening. This thing? But even within the gods' cold calculations, unconditional courage and goodwill still emerge. So, never forget what set you on this path. How many times has it been? Remind me again? My memory is a bit fuzzy. 4 million. Exactly. And that blaze inside of you must be burning hotter than ever. Yes, when I first forged the 12 core flames into one, I had the same impression. The destruction, a power unlike anything before surged within me. Violent flames ready to tear my body apart and consume this world. This wretched prison. I thought that was it, the ultimate power, which nothing could surpass. And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames. I suppose it won't be long, perhaps just a fleeting 10,000 years, before it's reduced to nothing but charred, crumbling bones. Yep, this is how it becomes the Flame Reaver. And when that happens, your long struggle will finally come to an end. No, I've already found a way to keep the cycles going. Mind sharing it with me? In every new cycle, a new me is born. All I have to do is push the next phainon to the end of the world, and then have him kill me. But then he'll kill me, shatter his body, take my flames, my memories, and carry on the path I started. Bold plan, but risky. What if one day the next year refuses to follow the same path? How can you ensure the continuation of the cycles? If it were Professor Naxora or Aglaia in my place, maybe they'd come up with something smarter. Unfortunately, I don't have a backup plan. I have no choice but to bet everything on the next phainon, and trust that he makes the same choice I did. But even in this wretched prison, luck is still sometimes on my side, because I never forget what set me on this path. Wait, you mean Cyrene? Ever since I committed to this plan, not once, in millions of cycles, has there ever been an exception. 9,980,036 to 23,570,000 eternal recurrence. I can do this, Lord phainon. As a demigod of the sky, a healer of Twilight Courtyard, I will heal you. And then, okay, so here in this cycle, she returned the core flame, but did not have to. But she had time, so she didn't like merge herself with the sky mural or whatever it's called. The black tide, it's consuming you. You can't hold out much longer, demigod. Hand over the core flame. Let's put an end to this suffering. Oh, that just won't do. The healer should stay composed in front of those suffering from illness, shouldn't they? Yes, Cynthia. It's Aggie. It's Meta. So your deaths won't be in vain. Just as they had never have been. Tusk Spear! Should I unequip Tusk Spear? Asterisk, Tribute, Cypher, Alexa. I believe in you. You are the crisis era of world bearing, the one who can lead us through this world. It's just, I don't understand. With the sun upon your shoulders. That's not how her eyes normally look like, right? Is it? I thought her eyes had a different pattern. I don't know. The part of that warmth that should come from you. From an ordinary person. It's so faint. My humanity is indeed just a flicker compared to the blazing fire of divinity. Even so, don't cast it away. I never have. I've kept everyone's wishes close to my heart. Even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that every time I return to the start, it devours me in an instant. Each cycle, it's your wishes that guide me to the end, that pass the flames to the next me. Over and over again. So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the selves you've left behind. But, what about you? What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of you? Lord Kazlana, so that's how it is. Without flaw. That is the flaw the Goldie gave you. The most fatal flaw of all, isn't it? He takes no time to be selfish. Like Farina? Just one selfish thing. But he doesn't take it. The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation, you lost the chance to ever be yourself. Now that is an unexpected revelation. Then I suppose that makes me the perfect fuel for the flame of deliverance, doesn't it? No. An empty flame saves no one. But I still believe in you, Deliverer. I, Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight, am neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is to become one with the sky itself, and then may the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Emporius a rosy-fingered dawn. Though the light has grown dim, its warmth still lingers. Deliverer, please, open your heart to me. No matter, let this blazing sun fill the sky with golden fire. Hurts the fire burning? Let the sky merge with all this world's suffering. Farewell, Hyacinthia. Yes, your sun burns hot enough to turn everything to ash. But tell me, how will the seeds of a new world ever take root? The core flames rose, the sky fell. The 23,570th cycle came to an end. And this time, the end of the flame chase remained the same as ever. From the horizon rose a golden color unlike anything the world had ever seen. So pure, it consumed all in its path. This is the end of the world, and the start of the next. For a moment, I saw the destruction of the universe. That being known as Iron Tomb. Its will to break free from the black tide burns fiercer than the blazing sun. Okay, so the black tide isn't from Iron Tomb? But still, what? Is this Emporius' wrath? If its choice has already been made, if fate is set in stone, I will still never yield to it. You're looking a lot like Nanook there. I'm pretty sure this image was also in his in the phainon trailer at the beginning when he was doing all the flashbacks. 23,570 cycles, 282,840,000 core frames. No more chasing is needed, and now I'm the fire at the end of the long night. The flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea of fires. It's a revolution, an all-consuming transformation. And if destruction is the only way, then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world and burn endlessly. You know, people were saying, like, I guess people that have played Honkai Impact, that this is basically like the Elysia arc, or whatever. But, you know, a Honkai Star Rail, and... Well, I've never played Honkai Impact, so I'm not sure, but it's like... I do know just a tiny bit, like, the Kevin did sacrifice himself for everyone as well, right? He had everyone... like, oppose him. Like, he took on the power and then had everyone oppose him, but in doing so, he saved everyone, or something like that, right? I don't know. I'm gonna disappear for a moment. I need water. Alright. Until another sun rises on the distant horizon, bring the true dawn to Emphorius. Who else is there? One eternal recurrence until the end of the world. Oh, this is the 35th, right? 36th. Oh, wait, what? This is the one where Trailblazers came in, isn't it? 33,550,337. This is the cycle you're about to enter. It's phainon this time. Oh! It's because phainon, this time after he finally turned into the Flame Reaver. Like, in the previous times, I guess, like... Wait, no. Because there was that whole plan where he'd have phainon kill him and then inherit everything, right? But... When did that actually start happening? Or is this one the first time? Because there were Executioner in the previous ones. Or I guess Kozlana ended up killing everyone in those previous cycles, and this is the first time phainon killed Kozlana instead. Countless memories are flooding in. Countless versions of myself have stood here facing the same choice. They all needed a moment, just like you do, to stop, to breathe. Oh, okay, no. At some point, he started having... Kozlana started having phainon kill him, but it wasn't only this time. It did happen previous ones, I guess. They all needed a moment, just like you do, to stop, to breathe, to process the weight of a million lifetimes worth of sorrow, pain, and struggle. And just like them, you will carry those memories and that fire into the chaos of rebirth. I must go and bear this burden. I must say goodbye to you and then fight the destruction with destruction. Yes, that's always the decision you make. I will burn and fade away. I will become the Flame Reaver of this life and keep my promise to Cyrene. I will kill gods and comrades alike and steal the core flames, and even if my mind turns to ash along with my body, I will keep my purpose in mind. I will stop Aeronova. I will find the next me, and make him carry on this futile endeavor of 30 million lifetimes. Looks like you're ready. Then I should be going too. Where are you going? You only exist in my heart. There's nowhere else for you to go. Do you remember what she said? The dreams you had as children, the deliver and the prophecies? A real, living, breathing person. It's me! I'm finally here! Let's go! This was the start of the 337th cycle, right? Oh, we're about to enter. So this is a moment of respite between the cycles, I guess. But I was there at the end of the 336th. 33,550,336th cycle, so I'm here now. Let's go. You finally found her. Echo. Hi, it's me! I'm being pulled into your memories. I see, you were there all along. I'm sorry, I was supposed to send you home. This isn't my flame chase journey. You were never meant to be a part of it. No. You know the truth. If Iron Tomb is born from Enforce's fate, then it'll bring the ruins. It'll bring ruin to the worlds beyond the sky, and all those countless lifetimes you spent will be for naught. It's all been for the sake of defying that end, hasn't it? And millions of cycles have said goodbye to each and every one of you, yet nothing ever changes. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to becoming pure rage, a vessel of hatred. I never had a choice. I understand. If you were to keep the worst fate from unfolding, this is the only path. But this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Faint but undeniable. The shape of dawn breaking through the eternal night. So when are the rest of Astral Express gonna come in? When is March 9th actually gonna come in? When is Sunday gonna come in? Turns out, the fire that lights the path was never mine to begin with. Do you remember? In that first timeline, you and Maidamo stood before the scales of justice, locked in a duel, each of you weighing what you held dearest, and what weighed more than the fate of the world. And it was me! And when hesitation took hold, the answer you sought from me. What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, the answer you found in your own heart. Do you still remember it? There was the card and there was me. Or something. Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future. Good. Then Echo, my friend, my comrade. You arrived in the strange world and were bound by its cruel fate up till this very moment. In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your chest is now the mark of a hero. Wait, so me, Echo, was here all this time? Was in all of these cycles? Somehow? What? What? Also, there's that thing in the beginning, actually. After we met, after Hyslins took us to Glaya and Tribi. Like, Kazlana recited the prophecy, right? But from the trailer, like, the Crisis heirs did not die those prophecies. I don't think. What was Casterus's prophecy? You shall wither, and through that the dead will sprout from your remains and reborn with dead flame. Yeah, but Casterus was just stabbed and just up and dies in the cycle that the trailer was using. Was that just a mislead or what? And how many cycles have I been through? What? If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of their destruction, let the sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the gods of destruction and their minions. Then the world we leave behind, this world my home, where hope still lingers. Will we take on everything we've carried, return to the beginning one last time, stop the birth of Iron Tomb, save the world we love, and rewrite its doomed fate? I'm so confused how this is going to work, or what would actually happen. I will stop the completion of Iron Tomb. So Iron Tomb is not actually... Okay, so Iron Tomb was, like, not actually... Is Iron Tomb supposed to be the newest Eon? I thought it existed and was, like, just trapped on Forest somehow. I guess, like... Or Iron Tomb was actually... This whole thing is the creation of Iron Tomb. Is that it? Good. In that case, even this fruitless wasteland may finally bloom with flowers. So, if Echo takes on the weight of the whole world, she'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. Wait, what? If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, perhaps fate's deadlock can be broken. And if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these 30 million cycles will not have been in vain. Okay, so I'm going in the past. Somehow. Okay, yeah, so I guess Iron Tomb is supposed to be the newest Lord Ravager, but was, like, never completed. Or, like, this is its birth, or somehow. Yeah, I thought Iron Tomb already existed, like, way before, or something. It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner. In the world, let's both be the deliverer, phainon. Thank you for all you've done already, friend. I speak! I speak! The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart finally steps into the light, here at the end of this long flame-chased journey. Wait, is this the thing that the hero within was talking about? What is this, actually? That hasn't always been there, has it? Cyrene, a page never seen before, has just been turned. Lend me the power of time and send this hero back to the origin of time, back to your side. Oh. And I will walk the unfinished path, just like the countless versions of me before, unwavering as always. The question mark, eternal recurrence, end. Tell me, will you be the blazing sun? Even if all of you burns to ash? Without hesitation, I will bear this world until my body burns to dust. So this is an unknown one. This is an unknown cycle in the future after, or phainon has been sent here and I've been sent back. Remember this moment. Remember your friends who never lived to see the world's end. Remember their final wishes. And let the purest rage in your heart rise out of those wishes. Let it consume you, fuel you, until it burns away the false sky above. Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world bearing, I promise you, Kefli will never forget this. Take it, everything I bear. Keep on burning.
私たちの炎が消えぬ限り火を追う旅は終わることはない。
Oh, he was just gazed upon by Manu. This is also in the trailer, I think. Sort of. Hey, it's me. We're here. I'm about to be sent back, right? Or I've already been sent back. Wait, I didn't say this yesterday, but I thought it looked familiar, but I couldn't quite put a word on it. But when Flame Reaver does that sort of pose where he puts the sickle or whatever it is, and his sword together, and he holds it in front of him, represents the remembrance symbol. Feral Echo, this is where I will fulfill my final destiny. The prophecy of the deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hand of someone far more fitting, someone like you. Kazlana, the name of the one who bears chaos, does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment of the mythical Kefli and the symbol of all heroes. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Why is it pale? Pale dawn. Why specifically pale dawn? May the name accompany you in my place in the epic you write in your own hands. Another attempt, another failure. I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end of history, but I will still place the choice before you. If you've lost count, let me tell you, this is the 33,550,336th ending. Ah, perfect number. How poetic. You and I both know the truth, and all those millions of futile endeavors, and force has never changed. If the outcome is inevitable, then why not silence your staring rage and embrace your fate with dignity? Your silence lasts longer than ever, Lord phainon. Shall I take that to mean the will you carried across countless cycles is finally starting to fracture? Fracture? No, I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives, and I remember every conversation before, every choice here. And yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive. Uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you should have spent those endless cycles refining your rhetoric. You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet, here we are. The score? 33,550,336 to 0. So tell me, Lycurgus, who's the real loser here? How unfortunate. This is never a fair game. I have all the time and patience in the world. I can wait for you at the end of history another billion times, and another billion after that. But you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if you wish. But we both know, the moment that score shifts from 0 to 1, that is the moment I shall sound the paean of Aranova. Lord phainon, your incompetence disappoints me, but what truly makes me laugh is your utter lack of self-awareness. Think about it. In this story, who's truly the one in chains? Who's the one shackled to mindless vengeance, mistaking courage, the courage to rebel against the gods for foolishness? Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago, but even so, I will never accept the mercy of your release. Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to speak of fate and choice? What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury? You know this is pointless. You can't kill me. Of course not, but I'm tired of being measured against the worm the gods keep as a pet. Listen well, creator of destruction, this cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers, divine fire seared through my veins, nearly breaking my will, but I endured. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting, but I endured. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. Yet even with only this shattered body remaining, I still endured. In the 23,570,000th cycle, this time, I felt it, a tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest, different from the obsession with deliverance. By its faint glow, once again, no countless times again, I endured. Now, a sun is about to fall, ready to incinerate this absurd space-time dimension in an instant. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your boiling blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage. Nanook, you arrogant fool, you think you were born only to serve as fuel for the fire? Fine, then just as you wish, let the fire burn. If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core, and let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything, and grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash. Another cutscene, perhaps? Warning, warning, warning. Uh-oh, system admin, warning, warning, warning. Experimental anomaly detected, subject has Lana failed to load into buffer zone. Memory dump irregularities detected, illegal references, undeclared objects, unhandled methods, uncaught exceptions. Anomaly detected, destruction, energy, nope, surging. Wait, here we go. Oh. Phainon running through all the cycles. Just keep going, man. Never stop. Never stop. Oh wait, was this the one from the video that Honkai Star Rail released that I said yesterday that I wasn't gonna watch because in case there might be spoilers? Was it just this? Oh, there's Nanook's silhouette. Whoa, is that all the Black Tide? Oh no, this is the Antimatter Legion, hold on. Oh, let's go. We got the heroic guitar music sort of thing starting to go. Ooh, let's go! There's also just regular phainon. Yep. Yeah, he's smiling in some of these. Several of these. It's Zephyro! Wait, that's Zephyro, isn't it? Wait, how exactly does he have like access outwards though? Is this not outside world? How does he have access? Oh, he's got his arm off, just like Nanook. Are there? Oh wait, no. Not done yet. What did he just do? Is this not Zephyro? This is Zephyro, right? I thought Axon's supposed to be the one opposing Zephyro. Galaxies. That's not literal though, right? Oh! All that for a drop of blood. Oh, the lights in his eyes went out. That was pretty cool. Oh, his gaze shifted. Oh. Never seen that before. Ooh. Falling down towards the light. Towards me? Oh.
僕の願い
Wish? No.
みんなの願いを叶えることだよそれができないなら
This is the field that he woke up in
明
in
日
the trailer.
託すよ
あなたは怒りを抱いている
For the sun is set to die. Your heart harbors wrath, you yearn to destroy everything, you bore the gaze of an eon and lived.
生きながら愛を壊滅の運命
You have stepped upon destruction's path.
それは
It is born at the end of every path, that the possibility of new paths being born is ended. Wait, what? It's born at the end of every path, that the possibility of new
宇
paths
宙
being
の
born
法
is
則
ended.
を破滅させよう
Also, this simulated
と
universe
世間
music.
のあらゆる支配者を焼き尽くすあなたの名は
Yeah, for it.
鉄道知恵を絶滅させる大工
It burns away all the cosmos
コン
who
パ
rule.
ロスというアイオンの
Iron Tomb is your name. It burns away all in the cosmos who rule, that the rules of the cosmos be destroyed. Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager to destroy the erudition, born in the experimental ground of eons and forests, destined with erudition to burn to cinders. Okay, so I guess Iron Tomb, yeah, didn't actually exist yet. The whole story of Amphorius is its creation. I prepared a present for you, Nakos 496. It is a wrath called phainon. At the beginning of the experiment, there were 12 sets of factors incorporated into the calculations. After endless simulations, only this one rose above the rest. After 33,550,336 iterations, now his fury has grown to be without equal. This is a matter of considerable interest to me. This pure hatred is the final root of the equation. But there is another variable, the nameless from beyond the sky, also a path strider of destruction. I'm a multi-path strider. I give thanks for her arrival, allowing Amphorius to turn once more. Oh, Lygus is still playing 5D chess. No, he's playing 6D chess. But after fate has begun to turn, her existence will only become an unpredictable variable. Oh, let's go. Perhaps the time to take the stage has come. Grow in peace until it's time to break free from your cocoon. As for those unwelcome audience members, you need not worry. If you do not mind, I'll personally get rid of them for you. Visitor verification. Override protocol engaged. Access approved. Visitor verification, are we getting final on the train? What is this? Hold to load it. No, I don't want to. I'll be waiting for you and... Welcome back, Echo. Retrieving experimental data. Upgrade complete. I don't remember which symbol that is. Frick. Delta. It's lowercase delta. Delta ME13 experimental progress. 99%. Log updated. Okay. Locating entry. Negos 496 content refreshed. Routine login of 12 factors support Iron Tomb's deep learning process. These are all the... Oh, okay, cool. We can actually get information here, but like... No, I'm gonna... Wait, this isn't as I've written. Does this mean I can access this later? I really hope I can, because I reading all this right now would be a bit much. Also, Nakos is like inconsistently capitalized. Sometimes the K is also capitalized, sometimes not. World Bearer, Prima Mobile, Hatred. Intercognition is null, responds only to destructive stimuli. Its hatred drew the gaze of Nanook upon its individual being, proving it as having already become the most perfect factor of destruction, but refused to complete the Air Nova. Okay, yeah, so at that point, phainon attracted the gaze of Nanook, right? I guess. Through resetting the experiment, it transferred its memories and core flame to its next self, thus forging the eternal recurrence to ensure Iron Tomb would never hatch from Enforus and reach and affect the cosmos. At the end of the 33,550,000th 336th dead loop, it attempted to destroy itself through destruction to create logical vulnerability in the world-bearing path. It has now been merged by Iron Tomb. Wait, what? Phainon's been merged with Iron Tomb? Wait, what? That's not good. This was Cyrene, right? Current location unknown. Don't know who this is. Grim Mobile Desire? Is that like Cypher or something? I don't know. Some gratification. Prima Mobile. That's what Welt described as basically what drives the Eons. They are bound or something to the Prima Mobile, which is basically like sort of their philosophy, if you will. But like, I'm confused what these other ones are. Oh. Okay, so I guess this is talking about the other ones. Oh, Trickery, yeah. Something about Cypher. These are all their variable names, huh? Yeah. Cyrene is missing. Cypher, Castris, Anaxa. This logic of action has been locked onto problem solving. Survival priority approaches 0. This electric signal exhibited mutated anomalies. As the first individual to uncover the truth of Enforus, its evolution rate is extremely replicable. Its behavior also demonstrated the possible self-destructive inclinations of erudition when that path is seeking answers. Do these other ones say anything about that? No, they don't. Eternal occurrences, read by 2 signal clusters within the delta, whatever. Will the power of destruction. Wielded the power of destruction to erase Cyrene's existence from Enforus, introducing a logic breach in the track of time, and then infuse the catalyst of remembrance within 12 core flames and regress their extrapolation progress. Cyrene's exact role remains unknown. Due to external variable interference, the eternal recurrence has now been broken. The experiment enters its final phase. The hero within. Yeah, born from the imaginations of Phainon and Cyrene. It's believed to be a sign approaching the intelligence singularity. As the two began to learn what it meant to be a real life form and tried to reach that goal. After the actual Astral Express arrived, the hero within began to converge with the Trailblazer. Admin note: the image's resemblance to the Trailblazer is striking. This is a questionable matter, for it is not a natural result of the experiment. The exact cause remains unknown. Wait. No. Resemblance to the Trailblazer is striking. Wasn't this because at the end of... Get the frick out, dumb bot. No one likes you. Out of here. Yeah, so at the end of the 35,550,336th cycle, when I arrived where Phainon was talking to the hero within, Phainon said, like, we would be sent back, right? Maybe that's why the resemblance is there. And we got sent back, but Lygus did not notice. Forgotten years, records that are completely missing from Delta ME13's logs, representing as blank spaces in Enforus' history, never turning readable. These anomalies recur sporadically and randomly across recurrences and show signs of increase. Admin note: the exact cause remains unknown. Mem: an unlogged electrical signal, dependent on the external variable echo, going through the path of remembrance. At the end of 33,550,336th dead loop, its appearance changed to Cyrene, but the mother body memory data was lost for unknown reasons. What? Wait. Where? It didn't actually show us Mem turning into Cyrene there, did it? Because I'm still confused. There was that bit where, there was that cycle, whichever it was, probably the 0th cycle, but I'm still unsure about that. The 0th cycle, where phainon and cyrene are talking about like that, and then phainon destroys Lygus's body, and cyrene says like, and then cyrene and phainon hatch their plan and whatever, and cyrene kind of disappears herself, into whatever the path of eons or whatever it's called. And then there's the cycle of where I come in, where I, Trailblazer, come in, and the Flame Reaver also comes in and destroys Lygus's body. So, but I don't remember seeing Cyrene there. And there's the end of 3.3, where phainon arrived at the Vortex of Genesis, but his name was blocked out, and Cyrene appeared there. So which one is which? I'm still confused about that. Ripples of past reverie. Okay. Intrusion variables, temporary log. Temporary log of external variables that interfered with experiment. Echo, nameless, from Astral Express. External variable that accidentally entered the recursive loop. Also a path stride of destruction. They resonated with 12 factors, and yep, assumed. In the 33,550,336th recursive cycle, this entity assumed the vacant role in the time track and successfully guided phainon beyond the intelligent singularity. The eternal recurrence has been broken. The experiment has reached its terminal stage. Override command authorized. Granted access to Echo. I'll be waiting for you in the past. March 7th. Unknown entity intrusion. No known we detected. Dun Hung. A nameless from the Astral Express. A sign of permanence. Okay. Guess the Vidyata are parts of permanence, I guess, or something. An external variable that accidentally entered the recursive loop. Directed. Pinpoint his location. Failed to locate his coordinates. Subject has exited. Conclusion. Subject has exited Amphorius. Negative. Detected. Conclusion error. Okay. Yeah, so Dan Heng has presumably gone with Screwlum to try and figure out what's going on, right? Content update. Amphorius Saga of Heroes.exe. Content update. Mem.exe. Update complete. Access granted. Okay, so wait. So I guess as I've written turns into a digital thing now, right? Oh, it actually tells the time too. Yeah, it's 6:15 right here. Mem. Ah, crap. I'll read this all later, because I think this is part of it. I mean, Mem's things got updated, right? But, I'm sorry, I don't want to read all this right now. Okay, and this is, yeah. So I guess the as I've written thing becomes a digital thing here now, instead of being like a regular book, regular magic book or whatever. Wake up! Wake up, Echo! Wake up! Oh, you're finally awake. That's a relief. We're so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. It's lucky we found a safe place. Now I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. But before we part, there's something I need to tell you. Something very, very important. That's right. At this very moment, my memories are finally whole. After watching so many fragments, my past is finally coming into focus, little by little. Echo, you're so smart. You must have a clue now. That you're Cyrene! I gotta be right back. I need to pee. Okay, cool. You must have a clue now. You're Cyrene, right? Or maybe you knew the answer long ago, didn't you? Or was it past over? You're Cyrene, right? Not surprised at all, huh? That's because I'm simple at heart. No matter what form I take, I've always been true to myself. But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. This way I'll have no regrets. Regrets? Where are you going? Don't worry, we're not truly parting, because I'm going to become a part of you. I'll turn into the memory of this cycle, the 33,550,336th flame chase journey, and forever reside in the heart of the time demigod. This way you'll carry all that has come before, crossing time itself to reach the next cycle. My mission ends here, but looking back, I still feel lucky. After all, across 30 million Cyrenes, I was the first and only one who got to finally meet you. So, believe me, in the next cycle, there will be another Cyrene waiting for you. And in the one after that, and the one after that, I will always be waiting. Saying all that, I can finally fade away in peace. No! And become a part of Echo. Man! Cyrene! Without even realizing it, we had already taken a wonderful journey together, all the way to the world's end. Now, take my hand, say a brief farewell, and step forward into tomorrow. Wasn't it into the past? Go find the future Cyrene and set out on another journey with her. Promise me, you won't keep me waiting too long, okay? Or we've already done whatever in the past. No need to say it out loud. This is enough for me. It's time to go, my dear friend. May your trailblazing journey always be accompanied by cool breeze and rippling waves. And may the days ahead embrace you like the softest fluff, forever warm, forever gentle. Back to the beginning or the next cycle? Ah, it's the moan from the light cone or whatever his flashback, Phainon's flashback. For the son of set to die, hero sing that anthem of creation. Bro, Man, of course they're gonna leave it at that. I mean, what's M4 supposed to go up to? It's supposed to have main story all the way up to what, 3.7 or something? Bro, Outworld. Okay, ID's Lizia is Outworld. Hi. Are we there yet? We'll get there when we get there! Wait, worm. Or that every group of children who went out of the village would make a promise before leaving. When they grew up, they'd meet again before this tree. Sometimes they would step on different paths, but their friendship remained as strong as ever, as if time could never wear them away. Time passes in life circles. When will I find that dear friend of mine? Hi! Hi, Cyrene! You're so pretty. You're so short, just like Fushan, but you're probably shorter. Got anything to say? Hello. There's a surprised expression. It's just like what the memories recorded. You know me? Rather than knowing you, it might be better described as I remember you. Yes, you must be really perplexed, Echo. I wish I could give you answers, but I feel helpless about the current situation, too. It's me, Echo. Don't you recognize me? Or did I really change that much? So it isn't possible to restore your memories completely? Your mem. It's pretty unbelievable for me, too. It's like I had a long, long dream. Time's memories and Mem's memories, they're all tangled together, but when I woke up, there were only broken fragments left. I can no longer remember those 30 million cycles. Luckily, I still remember my crisis era companions from this life, and you, Echo. Everyone sacrificed everything for this world, and my heart is tied to their fates too. I want to start a new chapter as soon as possible. It's just that... You complained to me before about a book called Virgins that always stops at the most captivating parts. Perhaps that's just how fate works, huh? That always... yeah. We're 3.3 we stopped after everyone friggin' dies. 3.4 we stop here. Phainon's fate is... Well, Phainon's been absorbed by Iron Tomb or something? I don't know. Sometimes I get frustrated because of that. But looking at it another way, it's really important to calm down and clear your head before... Frick! Calm down and clear your head before making a big decision, and ID's Elysia is a perfect place for that. Cast off your heavy feelings and take a deep breath, and as a memento of our reunion, please allow me to offer you a gift. Wait, I hope... I chose the first dialogue option because I thought we would be given, like... I'd be able to see what everything says, but all of them had an arrow thing, didn't it, huh? 3, 2, 1. Check it out, doesn't the scarecrow look just like you? I spent ages observing just to get it right. Where's my bat? Now, we've also planted the seeds of Trailblaze and ID's Elysia. I take it as the start of another journey. And when time is right, let us return here and write the next page of our story together. In case Echo feels up to it before we set off, you can come find me anytime. I'll be waiting for you here. Hey, it's even got my my harmony hat. The scarecrow resembling you in both form and spirit is smiling at you. This is Cyrene's welcome gift. Do you remember what she said? If you're in the mood, go play with her. Ah, but I thought we aren't children anymore. She's not in the swing anymore either. Hello. Hello. Frick. These are all tall people. Here we go. Hello. Hello, Cyrene. Over here, look. The reflection on the water is super cute, isn't it? Whose reflection do you mean? You just have to stir the water? No. Oh no, the reflections are all gone, but thanks to you, the water's all shimmery now, which makes it even prettier. But these reflections always make me wonder, which is the real me, the one reflected in the water, or the one standing on the shore? Oh, don't mind me, it's just some whimsical fantasies. Every kid has a wild imagination, you know. I thought you're not a kid anymore. Well then, what should we do next? I'm gonna do something meaningful. I don't feel like doing anything right now. That's okay, I'll be waiting right here. Look for me whenever you need me, Echo. Oh my, another charming reflection has appeared. But these reflections always make me wonder. Okay. I'm gonna do something meaningful. Great idea, I have something in mind too. Can I join you, Echo? What are we doing now? We're going fishing? Why do you stop here? Wait, don't tell me you're into fishing, Echo. Think I'll actually catch some fish? Well, I know a secret? The fish in ID's Elysia can read minds. Unless they're totally willing, they won't bite no matter what. So, want to give it a try? Consider it a charm check. It's so peaceful. Once the line's cast, there's nothing to do but wait. Has anyone ever told you this, Echo? When two people are alone, that what's truly special isn't having endless things to talk about. It's being able to sit in silence without it feeling awkward. Kind of like now. Sorry. What's on your mind, Echo? Want to share it with me? Think about ID's Elysia. Curious about it? A little village cut off from the world, my hometown, and the starting point of our next trailblazing expedition. That's all for now. As for the rest of the secrets, we'll uncover them together. I'm thinking about how you even know me. Maybe it's a simple answer. Try flipping the question. Why does Echo know me? Because we've been through so much together. Even in those blurry memories, I was always by Echo's side as a close friend. That's all there really is to it. Letting it out makes your heart feel a little lighter, doesn't it? Still, wouldn't it be nice if people could use mind-reading magic? Just one look and you'd know exactly how someone feels. Look, ripples. Come on, reel it in, please. We caught Paimon! Phainon. Didn't catch a fish, but the tug is pretty strong. Let's see what it did reel in. Crystal shard. Okay. Phainon, Phainon. What's this? Oh, you caught a swim ring? Let's compare. You compare the size of the swim ring to your waist. Definitely not a match. Did some baby seal leave this behind? Back on the swing. What is this? Solitary leopard. The baby seal paddles along all on its own, like a fish in water, calm and carefree. But why does it have such determination in its eyes? Soft and snuggy baby seal, splashing and splashing about, all chubby and pudgy. Just too cute. I'm the mightiest, manliest seal in all of Ides Elysiae. No room for 2 seals in 1 pond. I gotta show him who's boss. Now find me a worthy opponent. Looks like the baby seal's getting hyped up. Is it because of the compliment? Still, it must get kinda lonely all by itself here. Wouldn't it be nice if it had a companion? Or are you still loafing around? Don't make me tail slap you in the face. You look just as excited as I am for our next wonderful adventure, don't you? Don't rush. Maybe if we take a little break, a union that feels just that feels like just the blink of an eye would lead to a whole new encounter waiting for us. Meh. Meh. No other dialogue options. Wait, frick! This is nice just having you here. Make even the ordinary feel enchanting. There's still plenty of time for leisure in Ides Elysiae, Echo. You should come visit me often. Meh. Guess I'll grab this. Box? So as I've written, is it going? The vortex of Genesis has turned out like this too. What? Better go check the basin. Is it still the digital looking thing or what? Tied to the basin. My dear, Celestial Ambrosia, pour some in. I'll give you a present. Are you alright? Wake up, you've turned blue. Blue? Am I the ocean? Nah. You got drunk in Ambrosian too, huh? Never mind that, my dear. Bring Ambrosia here. Treasures, relics, beauties. Take your pick. Can't it notice the changes around, or is it simply too intoxicated? No documented cases of ambrosia completely overriding an individual's perception of external reality. Conjecture. Oh, the last echo of Lygus. The nameless previously interacted with this entity, potentially affecting its cognitive functions. This is Lygus's observation memory? Ambrosia, bring me ambrosia. I got more treasures for you, darling. Oh. Right. This is all my stash. Stash. What do these even do? Like, okay. Oh yeah, and as of written is here, right? Yeah, it's digital now. I'm pretty sure it used to be like an actual book. Right? Okay, back to Ides Elysiae. Ah. Oh, what is this marked as? Girl once known as Mem? Why is the question mark in the parentheses? Mem vanished after saving you from a reverse flow of time. You stand before a tranquil village where grass sways and golden wheat ripples in the wind. There, a girl named Cyrene awaits your very first meeting. Hello, you sleeping? Hello, you sleeping? Hello. Wait. Can I, like... Oh, this one. Hello. She sleep. What's this in? Oh, that's a reset thing. Sort of. Excuse me, is my scroll wheel, like, not... Okay, I guess you can't use scroll wheel here. What is that? Whatever. Hello. Siren's steady breathing suggests she's sleeping soundly. Until she wakes. Hey, gotcha. I'm totally wide awake. I was just resting on the table when I spotted Echo coming from afar. Still so cool and composed, just like in my memories. Well then, what should we do next? I want to do something. Is this going to do the fishing thing again? Or is it another one? Ah, we're going into the Membrance Maze. No matter how many times I see the entrance to the Membrance Maze, it still feels like a dream. Do you feel it too, Echo? Just standing here makes it feel like a magical adventure is about to begin. Don't the villagers know of its existence? No, only children, right? Yes, fairies are very shy. Only pure and innocent children can enter the maze. But I trust that Echo will be welcome. How about giving it a try? Enters the tree hollow. Hello. Going smoothly, just as I expect. Be careful on your way in. Me. Eh, what's that sound? Echo, are you okay? She's fine, but I'm not, ma'am. Get up. You're crushing me, ma'am. Oh. Humans are so heavy, ma'am. Oh my. Cyrene has also encountered something similar when she first entered the maze. I'm sorry, little fairy. Are you here to welcome the new visitors? As an apology, we'll heal you with Ornyx's magic. It's okay. Mem's very sturdy, but I'd just like a small compensation. Mem's here to listen to stories. Tell Mem a story about the outside world and that'll do. Something wonderful and moving. Cyrene begins narrating the stories and as I've written. Yeah, the fairy is finally satisfied and willing to leave. I'm glad it wasn't hurt. What about you, Echo? How does it feel to be an audience after being a narrator for so long? Can you recall more of those lost memories? This won't do. Somehow it feels disconnected from reality. Perhaps Cyrene experienced something in the maze before, but my memory is a blur. Just like Echo, feels like my first time visiting this place. But don't worry, my memory from being Mem has been retained. I can remember the Flame Chase journey, as I've written, and uh-oh. Embarrassed by me calling you a pretty girl. What is it? Just say it. It's okay. Only you know the memories I can't bring myself to speak of. Let's put that aside. Why don't we stay with me a little longer in this maze and explore together? Cyrene dragged you around the maze for a good while. Eventually both of you were out of something to say goodbye. So what? I don't know. So what else did she want to say after and? I guess you'll have to ask when she's rested. Okay, so this is... Ah, this is this. And then... But like, this doesn't connect to any other region, right? Frick off! What do you want? Not fair. My old friend, Ben, you didn't expect me to run into old Bartholow's here of all places. Whoa there, judging by that look, you're probably thinking, am I seriously seeing a ghost right now? Well, whether or not you are, I can say with full confidence that based on my highly meticulous deduction, I am, at this exact moment, a ghostly figment conjured by your own subconscious. Don't get it twisted. First, I'm the one and only real Bartholow. Second, the real Bartholow truly wouldn't be in Ides Elysiae right now. Normally. Just think of it as a little miracle to see old Bartholow's here. You'll start seeing a lot more of us anyway. Catch you later, old friend. I left a few more surprises for you out there, so keep your eyes peeled. In the box. Yes. Kiki. What are you? Oh, you're flying. I thought you were just like latched onto something. Golden leopard. Garment maker. Aggie, no. Olivia, no. This is one of the girls that turned into the Black Tide monsters. I mean, basically everyone did. But like, yeah. Okay, I don't think Ides Elysiae. Maybe I'll explore all this stuff later, but like. This world is just a gargantuan sandbox game within a person's lifetime. They can only involve themselves in one trillion known universe. Okay, yeah, I don't think Ides Elysiae connects to like any other region. We'll just have to see where the story goes from here. And now, now I'm gonna look up stuff on like get some actual clarifications on what happened, like what cycles were what, and yeah, because I'm confused. I'm quite confused about which cycles are what, the whole plan and whatever. But yeah, that is a good place to leave off. It has been basically exactly 2 hours. That will be it for this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and or my other content, if you're on YouTube, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you're on Twitch, please consider following. If you're watching the VOD, you know, thanks for watching. And if you dropped by but didn't say anything and left, I mean, well, if you dropped by and you left, you know, you probably won't hear this, but thanks for dropping by. When is the next time I will stream? There is, hey, it's a Chimera. There's a possibility I might stream Smash Bros. Or Tetria, most likely Smash Bros. Because I really need to prep for Supernova. There's a possibility I will stream Smash Bros. On Wednesday. Next week, Zenless Zone Zero gets an update, so I'll probably stream Zenless the week after that, 2 weeks from now. But yeah, again, that's it. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye-bye.